Hey everyone, I'm Amber. Welcome back to my channel. Minor heat and major heat, steaming above, boiling below. Today, we're talking about minor heat, one of the 24 solar terms. Minor heat means a little bit of heat. But don't let the word minor fool you. It's like summer's friendly warning. Folks, the real scorching mode is about to kick off. First, why call it minor heat? Ancient Chinese ranked heat levels like we rank spicy food, mild, medium, and crazy hot. Heat is shu. Minor heat is the mild spicy level, meaning the weather is starting to get truly hot, but not at its peak yet. That peak crazy spicy heat is called major heat, still waiting in line. So, the name minor heat accurately tells you the heat wave is coming. Minor heat usually arrives between July 6th and 8th, when the sun reaches 105 degrees celestial longitude. In southern China, especially the middle and lower Yangtze River regions, the annoying rainy season packs up around this time. But don't celebrate too soon. As soon as it leaves, the Fuhan drought immediately takes over. What's Fuhan? It means bright, burning sunshine with hardly any rain. The land gets so dry it smokes, like it's roasting over fire. That's why the old saying is so vivid. Minor heat and major heat, steaming above, boiling below. Picture the whole world as one big, stuffy sauna, hot and suffocating. Along the southeastern coast of China, minor heat is the peak season for active typhoons. Typhoons have a fierce temper, arriving with strong winds and heavy rain. For our northern friends, like in the northeast, minor heat is actually the time with the most rain, with downpours often arriving suddenly. Ancient China relied on farming, and for farmers, minor heat was a crucial signal light. In the south, minor heat means early rice is ready for harvest, the golden grains waiting to be stored, while also needing to rush to transplant the late rice seedlings. The farming proverb says, "Eat mangoes at minor heat, eat ripe grain at major heat." In the north, farmers focus on flood control and drainage, while carefully tending autumn crops like corn and soybeans. If thunder suddenly rumbles on minor heat day, experienced old farmers would frown and say, "Oh dear, this rain might pour endlessly, like the rainy season making a comeback." This is the farming proverb. Thunder on minor heat day brings back the rainy days. Such hot weather kills everyone's appetite. That's when all kinds of cooling foods come into play. There's an old northern saying, dumplings in the first FU, noodles in the second fu. Minor heat is roughly when the first FU begins, so eating dumplings is a tradition in many northern families, symbolizing a safe passage through summer. In Suzhou, people like to drink mutton soup on the first day of Fu, called He Shu Yang. They believe eating mutton in summer, fighting heat with heat, helps sweat out toxins. In Changsha, people are used to chewing some ginger slices to drive out cold dampness from the body. Friends in Guangdong are experts at simmering various cooling soups that clear heat and dispel dampness. Lotus leaves, Smilax glabra, winter melon with barley are regulars in the soup pot. But when talking about the soul of minor heat cuisine, we must mention the three summer coolers: eel, lotus root, and mung bean sprouts. Eel is at its plumpest and most delicious around minor heat. Folklore considers it nourishing, able to recharge bodies depleted by summer. Lotus root, eaten raw, is crisp, refreshing, and clears heat. Cooked, it strengthens the spleen and whets the appetite. Mung bean sprouts are cheap and common, but their ability to clear summer heat is top-notch. A simple bowl of mung bean soup is the cool comfort for countless people in summer. The most famous is probably the Suzhou-style mung bean soup, where cool mint water washes away all the summer restlessness. There's a very suitable minor heat detox soup, preserved egg with red amaranth soup. Drinking it now is especially good for clearing the body's dryness. During this season, the world feels like a sauna, and the human body is like it's in a sauna too, with all the pores and skin openings wide. Traditional Chinese medicine considers this a rare, golden detox period. We can take advantage of this time to expel the three toxins: life toxin, blood toxin, and fire toxin. This soup mainly targets blood toxin. What is blood toxin? Simply put, it's an excess of heat toxin in the blood. People with blood toxin, after being invaded by summer heat, often get various red rashes on their skin. Some people get rashes in the elbow and knee creases in summer. That's blood heat toxin. Extra care is needed for children because their skin is tender. In hot weather, some children suddenly develop small, round rashes on their body and limbs, with a slightly warm forehead. This could be blood heat toxin. The resulting soup is very fresh, so fresh it doesn't need MSG. It carries the unique flavor of the amaranth roots and preserved eggs enriched by the lard. The soup is slightly reddish and tastes delicious. Why is red amaranth so powerful? The ancients said, amaranth unblocks the 9 orifices. What are the 9 orifices? They are the body's openings to the outside: 2 eyes, 2 nostrils, 2 ear holes, the mouth, and the 2 lower orifices. Amaranth unblocks the 9 orifices means it keeps the body's detox pathways through these openings clear. If you want to help the body expel intestinal toxins, it's best to buy amaranth with roots attached. Amaranth roots have a stronger effect on unblocking the intestines. So drinking this preserved egg with red amaranth soup during minor heat both replenishes fluids and clears blood heat while unblocking detox pathways, truly killing multiple birds with one stone. Interesting folk tales are also passed down about minor heat. Legend says around minor heat is when the East Sea Dragon King's youngest son, the little white dragon, returns home to visit his mother. But this little white dragon doesn't get along well with his father, the old Dragon King. The Black Dragon King, angry about his son's return, deliberately withholds rain during this time, causing severe drought and heat on Earth, cracking the land and making life miserable for the common people. Later, they came up with a solution. On the day the little white dragon visits his mother, they burn incense and set out offerings, specifically praying to the little white dragon, hoping he could find a way to bring rain and save the people. Even today, some coastal areas still worship the Dragon King on the 6th day of the 6th lunar month, praying for the little white dragon to travel slowly and reduce wind and rain disasters. Fishermen avoid going to sea on this day. In ancient China, there's the legend of the cowherd and weaver girl meeting on the Magpie Bridge. The lovers are separated by the Milky Way, and magpies need to build the bridge before the 7th day of the 7th lunar month. Legend says on the 6th day of the 6th lunar month, children on Earth must throw the colorful silk bracelets won during the Dragon Boat Festival, called by Soazi, onto their roofs. Magpies carry them to the Milky Way to become part of the Rainbow Bridge. People believed that the sun's power was strongest during minor heat, and the sunlight could infuse the silk bracelets with divine power. So children competed to throw their bracelets, singing as they did. By Soazi on the roof, magpies fly to pave heaven's road. After throwing the bracelets, children would hide and watch to see if magpies carried them away. If they saw a magpie swoop down and grab a bracelet, they would cheer bridge success, considering themselves meritorious helpers to the immortals. Leaving heaven and going to the sea, the 6th day of the 6th lunar month is also said to be the day the Dragon Palace suns its dragon robes. Because the sunlight is extremely fierce on this day, able to kill bacteria and remove bad luck, the Dragon King orders his shrimp soldiers and crab generals to haul out all the dragon robes for sunning. People imitated the Dragon Palace, taking out clothes stored in chests, books, paintings, and calligraphy to air them, calling it Shai Fu, airing during Fu heat. A proverb spread: June 6, sun reds and greens, mold and bugs all run away. In Jiangsu, this even developed into a genealogy airing festival, where clans used the opportunity to air their genealogies to prevent dampness and moths, while also revising family history. Going back to the pre-Qin period, entering the Fu period at minor heat required sacrifices to the sun god, Emperor Yan, and the fire god, Zhurong. Legend says Emperor Yan commanded the sun to shine and generate heat, making the 5 grains flourish. To show gratitude, people set up altars on the hottest Fu days of the year, offering new wheat, melons, fruits, and livestock. The southern Shandong region still preserves this ritual today. They pile newly harvested wheat grains on the altar. Shamans wearing red masks dance, shouting Emperor Yan bestows blessings, no plague in the summer heat. Finally, the offerings are shared among children, symbolizing sharing divine blessings. While the gods are busy in heaven, people are busy on earth. During minor heat, the ancients had an entertainment, cricket fighting. Because crickets have just grown mature at this time, their chirping is loud and they are fierce fighters, making them a source of summer amusement for the ancients. In the evening, during the sultry summer nights, the ancients would take light silk fans and chase flickering fireflies in their courtyards, enjoying the coolness with childlike fun. An ancient poem beautifully captures this: light silk fan chasing flitting fireflies. How does the shift to the minor heat solar term specifically affect our bodies? Traditional Chinese medicine says that when the weather suddenly turns hot and muggy, the body is actually working hard to adapt and sends some signals. Feeling irritable, insomnia, or a racing heart? This might be your heart crying for help. TCM teaches that summer heat injures the heart. Summer corresponds to the heart. Excessive heat easily makes heart fire flourish, causing restlessness and poor sleep, poor appetite, bloated stomach, This is your spleen and stomach protesting. Minor heat features intertwine dampness and heat. Dampness. This troublemaker loves to trap the spleen and stomach, making them sluggish and unwilling to work. This is what TCM calls dampness, encumbering the spleen earth. Sometimes eczema, heat rash, or inexplicable little red bumps appear on the skin. This might be damp heat erupting from inside the body, or the previously mentioned blood heat toxin acting up. With pores wide open, damp heat pathogenic factors also more easily invade the skin. Feeling especially tired, lacking energy all over, sweating profusely with minimal movement. This is because qi is being consumed too much. TCM believes summer heat has an ascending and dissipating nature. Heavy sweating carries away the body's qi and fluids, leading to depletion of both qi and fluids. The core of health preservation during minor heat boils down to 2 points. One is clearing heat and relieving summer heat. The other is protecting yang qi, especially the spleen and stomach's yang qi. Don't act recklessly just because it's hot and end up harming your body's foundation. Dietary adjustments are always important. Eat more seasonal fruits and vegetables like bitter melon, winter melon, loofah, mung beans, etc. Drink plenty of warm water or light tea to replenish fluids promptly. The previously mentioned 3 treasures and the red amaranth soup are good choices. At the same time, focus on strengthening the spleen and dispelling dampness. Eat more barley, azuki beans, Chinese yam, poria cocos. These are great helpers for fortifying the spleen and draining dampness. You can also cook some barley and yam congee or azuki bean and winter melon soup. Remember to eat less raw, cold, and frozen things. Ice cream and icy drinks might feel great momentarily, but they seriously damage the spleen and stomach's yang qi, worsen dampness, and can make you feel internally cold and deficient, with stomach discomfort or even diarrhea. This is the so-called external heat with internal cold or yin summer heat. Regarding sleep, the period from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. is when the heart meridian is dominant. If possible, take a short nap or even just close your eyes and rest. This is called the noon nap and nourishes heart qi well. Drinking lotus seed and lily soup or sour plum drink can also clear the heart and calm the spirit. For daily living, exercise is definitely needed, but choose the right time. Avoid the blazing noon sun. Choose the cool early morning or evening. Exercise intensity shouldn't be too high. Gentle activities like walking, tai chi, or bar duanjin are best. Sweat lightly. Sweating profusely actually injures qi. Think of your body in a sauna. Moderate sweating detoxifies, excessive sweating depletes. Also, try to avoid prolonged exposure to the scorching sun. Wear a hat or use an umbrella when going out. Don't over-rely on air conditioning, especially avoiding cold drafts blowing directly on your head, neck, and abdomen. Don't immediately take a cold shower or blast the AC when you come back. Sweating, this icily causes yin summer heat. Summer days are long and nights short, making it easy to stay up late and wake up early. But still, ensure enough sleep time. Try to sleep before 11 p.m. at night. Staying up late most damages yin and easily causes heatiness. Minor heat is the prelude to entering the dog days, the Sanfu Tian. The dog days are the time of year when yang qi is most vigorous. TCM has a very important therapy called treating winter diseases in summer. We will make another video later about the dog days and treating winter diseases in summer. It's quite significant within the TCM system. Treating winter diseases in summer here means using summer's abundant yang qi to treat chronic cold-related diseases that ostensibly flare up or worsen in winter, like old cold legs, recurring colds, cold stomach with aversion to cold, etc. Starting from minor heat, you can begin preparing for treatments like Sanfu Tai and Moxibustion. Apply Moxibustion to strengthening points like Zhu Zanli or Guanyuan, or have a professional practitioner apply Sanfu Tai plasters. Leveraging the season to expel cold from the body often achieves twice the result with half the effort. During this time, hot weather icily makes the heart restless and impatient. TCM says summer heat disturbs the heart. Feeling irritable is normal, but that's when it's even more important to learn to calm the mind. Listen to soothing music, practice deep breathing, meditate for a while, chat with friends, or read a light book. All help settle the mood. Remember, big emotional ups and downs themselves also consume a lot of body energy. Wishing everyone a safe and cool minor heat. I am Amber. Catch you next time.